I'm Aaron. Welcome to part 3 of the 2011 Urban Cycling Buyer's Guide. In part 1, we discussed what it takes to make the perfect urban cycle for daily travel. In part 2, we discussed 3-wheel and 4-wheel cycles, including velomobiles and family cycles. Now, we want to take a look at the bicycle pedal. Many of us learn to pedal a bicycle at a young age. It's interesting to watch young children try to pedal. Many have quite a bit of difficulty with it. Well, let's take a critical view of what it takes to get the job done. The power stroke happens when you extend your leg. But the pedals are going around in a circle. What is it that prevents your foot from slipping off? It really must be something, because adults generally don't have their feet constantly slipping off the pedals, but it's a common problem for early riders. The trick is, while one leg is pushing and providing power, the other leg is pushing in the wrong direction. Obviously, the one pushing in the wrong direction isn't exerting as much force, but it's still going the wrong way. It's this counteraction that keeps your feet with traction so that they don't slip off the pedal. Does this sound right to you? Well, I can prove it. Simply hop on a bike and try to pedal with only one foot. I guarantee it cannot be done. So think about it. Does this kind of cycling posture, this method of pedaling, provide the most benefit from the human body? I think not. While there are some scholarly arguments on the subject, I do believe that the best way to pedal a bicycle is by mounting your foot directly to the pedal. This gives a totally different feel to your bike. You become one with the machine. There is no opportunity for your foot to slide off that pedal. It even affords you the ability to now cycle with only one foot. So, what does this accomplish? Your feet will never slide off by accident or during a rainy day. You can, if you want, use more muscles in your legs. As the pedals cycle around in a circle, you still get the biggest benefit when you kick down and extend your leg. But now, because your foot is mounted to the pedal, you can kick backwards at the bottom. You can lift up in the back. You can kick forward at the top. So you get a really strong motion going all the way around. I mean, sure, kicking down is the strongest, but why not make the best of all the muscles in your legs? The way people initially mounted their feet to the bicycle used what is called a toe clip. This worked well, except it was kind of hard for you to take your feet out when you wanted to. It's a particularly scary feeling, and it's just not fun to fall over. Today, the preferred way of mounting your feet to the pedals is what is called a clipless pedal. It's truly a misnomer. All it really means is that you aren't using the toe clips anymore. But clips or cleats are still involved. What you need is a special shoe, At first it looks like a regular shoe, but if you look at the bottom, you see it's got a special metal cleat here. That cleat or clip, usually just by stepping straight down on your pedal, it will engage. And to disengage, you just turn your foot sideways and it pops out. Using clipless pedals will feel kind of scary at first. You probably will feel trapped and like you might fall over if you're not able to disengage in time. And in fact, most clipless pedal riders do fall several times when they're first learning how to ride the bike with the clipless pedals. But after those initial training, you'll rarely ever fall again. The trick is 10 feet before you come to a stop, just disengage and coast the rest of the way and then brake. If you have a tricycle or a quadricycle, without doubt, just use clipless pedals. You have no fear of falling over. It's not possible. Plus, it's even safer for you because most of those cycles are very low to the ground. You don't want your feet slipping off and then your legs or feet getting trapped on the concrete. But if you're clipped in, that will never happen. There are many designs of clipless pedals to choose from, but I prefer the types that afford a high degree of side-to-side twisting motion. To me, this is the most comfortable for the knee as you go through your full pedal stroke. My favorite pedal is the Bebop, currently made by VP1. I like its design, its looks, and its function. If you go with this, you will probably have to cut some of the tread from your shoe. I did on mine. The Bebop rides very close to the bottom of your foot and will not clear the tread on mountain shoes. Compared to most pedals, the Bebop gives you lots of twisting motion and is very good for the knees. Here's a close-up of the modifications I had to make to my mountain shoes by cutting off pieces of that tread so that I could make a straight line to the clipless cleat. Another good pedal is the ATAC from Time. It is an extremely durable pedal that won't require modifications to your shoe. It also allows twisting movement, but to a lesser extent. This concludes my 2011 Urban Cycling Buyer's Guide. I hope I've piqued your curiosity and helped you find what you've been looking for. Consider sometimes biking, sometimes driving as a way of life. Thank you.